Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I'm Sandman99.
and we're back with Madden NFL 2005.
Yes. And before we start our game today, we're going to look at another defensive scheme here. We reviewed an episode or two ago what happens when you play a 3-deep zone when you're defending your end zone. And so basically what we're going to look at here is another defensive formation from my defensive system. And essentially, this is very similar to the alignment where I have 5 guys lined up along the about where the 5-yard line is.
Yep.
But since I'm backed up inside my own 20, you'll see that number 40 there, who normally occupies a spot right behind where the referee is standing,
Yep.
has moved up closer to the line. And you'll also notice that the corners on both sides are moved up closer to the line.
Yep.
And that's because, at this close to the end zone, I'm not really too worried about them throwing a long bomb over everybody's heads.
Yep.
So I don't need to play such a big cushion. Now, what this particular defensive play is basically number 40 goes out to the flat on the left, and our linebacker, number 55 in the middle, drops into a hook zone in the middle, and right next to him, the defensive lineman there, number 94, he drops into a short zone as well, shading slightly out toward the right to the right.
Okay.
And number 96 runs to the flat on the other side. So basically I'm playing 4 short zones, and then the cornerbacks are still playing deep zones even though they're lined up closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And the 2 safeties back there are also playing deep zones. So this is basically a 4 short, 4 deep. And we're going to show you why we play 4 deep zone more often than not, and that RecV5X has kind of adopted this idea as well.
Yep.
So if we go over and focus on the right hand, yes, on this side, you'll see that they've got a slot receiver, right? And
Yep.
this is the Indianapolis Wizards. They are a strong offense, pass-oriented team, right?
Yep.
So they've got lots of speed, they've got good receivers, they've got a good quarterback, and they like to use this slot formation to pass from.
Yep.
So if you turn it around now and back up and focusing on these 4 players, because we're playing a 4 deep zone, okay, when we run the play here, what they're doing is they're trying to do the same thing that they almost did to you in that other replay that we showed a couple of episodes ago, where you were playing a 3 deep zone, and the guy running the corner route toward the corner of the end zone ended up all alone.
Yeah, he turns way inwards.
Yes. But the difference between a 3 deep zone and a 4 deep zone is this. You'll notice that the safety has turned to face the receiver who is running the post route now.
Yep.
And at this point, he and the corner have basically traded coverages. So watch what the corner on the outside does now. He picks up the guy running the corner route toward the corner of the end zone now.
Yep.
And the safety in the middle has assumed responsibility for the guy who's running the post. And that's what a 4 deep zone scheme will do.
Yep.
If this had been a 3 deep zone scheme, well then there would have been nobody to pick up the coverage there right where that number 44 is standing, because
And there'd be either a big gap here, or more likely the corner on the outside would have run in towards the side, and this
That's
guy
right.
would have been able to run his route underneath.
That's right. And he would have been by himself out there because the cornerback would have followed the post guy all the way into the goalpost there pretty much.
Yep.
Which would have left a third of the end zone wide open.
Yep.
So basically, I mean, this play ended in a sack, but that's beside the point. What we were looking at here was the coverage.
Yep.
And how a 4 deep zone is actually very superior to a 3 deep zone.
Especially when it comes to these crisscrossing underneath routes.
That's right, because the AI likes to run these kinds of routes with a slot receiver, and that slot receiver, more often than not, if you're playing a cover 2, you're a dead duck. But if you're playing even a cover 3, very often that receiver will be wide open.
Yep.
And that'll be a big gain, or if you're inside your own 20-yard line defending here, well, that'll be a touchdown.
Yep.
So anyway, we'll move on to the game now, but we just wanted to have a quick look at that.
All right. And we're back with the Crusaders franchise Season 1 Week 16.
Yes, and this week we are up against the Oakland Badmen.
And we're going to chew them up and spit them out is what we're going to do.
Well, if we win this game, we will clinch the division title because they've already lost twice.
Yeah, so when we win this game, we'll absolutely have the division title.
Yeah. Well, you know, I know my confidence has taken a little bit of a beating here recently because I've really struggled on offense. But basically, I think my approach to this right now is I'm just going to try my best to manage the game and not do anything really dumb and let the defense carry us.
Ah!
Although that being said, I did have something in mind that I was going to try, at least early in this game.
All right.
To see if it works.
Well, you never know.
Okay, where are you? There you are. So here we go. Of course, they've got Blaine Rose at quarterback. And, you know, they've got plenty of speed as they have all Madden stable of wide receivers. And they have that good tight end that drove you crazy the last time we played these guys.
Yeah, well, he's probably still going to drive me crazy. You know, there's nothing really that can be done about it, right?
Yeah.
Because I've got a choice here, right? I can either defend the short pass, or I can let a long bomb touchdown go over my head. So I'm obviously going to choose to give them the short pass.
Yeah, and then just play 4 deep zone inside your 20, right?
Yeah, probably.
As the visiting team gets set to take on the home team. We're here for another great game. Welcome to the action. I'm Al Michaels, my partner.
Yeah, basically their tight end, if he's not injured and they still have the starter in, then we're going to be treating him as a wide receiver because he's basically got wide receiver speed.
Yeah, he basically is a wide receiver.
That's right.
If we somehow manage to get him on our team, he would be a wide receiver. And he would be one of the faster players on the offense too.
Yeah,
probably.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah, we don't have very many tools to work with, but
these guys are really fired up, but they got to watch it jumping around like that. They're liable to pull something.
And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss.
uh-oh, Badmen won the toss. They elect to receive, so I guess we'll defend with the wind at our back to start things off.
See what happens next.
Okay. So, offensive audibles. We're going to try this one. And we're going to try this one. And we're going to go with... yeah, we'll go with this to start. And then I'm going to actually go with 2 run audibles today. And one of them is going to be that.
A good old classic dive.
Yeah, but you know, this is my main run audible, right? But with this particular play, I can move the left fullback, right? But if I reverse this play and hand it to the left fullback, I can't move the right fullback.
Yeah, yeah.
But with this play, the call is to the left fullback, and I can move the right fullback.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to use a little bit of fullback motion inside, and basically I'll just use this as a passing audible, general purpose.
Yep.
Right. Rather than having 4 pass audibles this time around.
Well, it's probably better to keep things simple too, right?
Yeah. Well, I plan to come out and I'm going to try and use the big set to start off with, at least on first down sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if I can, like jam the ball up the middle a little bit against these guys with a big formation.
You've had a little bit of success in that in the past, so probably, I'd assume.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking about, right? Because I do have a selection of plays that go to the halfback out of that formation, too, that seem to work okay if the defense overcommits to one side or the other, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they've got a speed demon that's injured, so they have a slow guy.
As
But then
number one.
that's actually a bit of a problem, right? Because the slow guy is usually their possession guy.
Yeah.
Now they've got a speed demon in the slot.
Yeah, well, I would basically treat them all as speedsters anyway, because if they catch you too close to the line of scrimmage, they could still potentially outrun you. Even that tight end can do that.
Yeah, well, that tight end is... Well, he's a Pro Bowl tight end now.
Yep. Oh, yeah, for sure. He's one of the best players on their offense, right?
I wouldn't feel so bad about letting a linebacker cover this guy. I mean, 69 speed versus 70 speed, I think it's still probably doable.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that guy is basically he's as fast as our fastest wide receiver, right?
There you go. We'll have to trade for him and convert him to wide receiver.
In fact, he is faster than Mills.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, because Mills only has, I think, 83 speed. Yeah, 83 speed, and he's faster than Coleman. He's faster than the entire offense.
Yeah, so their tight end is, if he played for us, would be the fastest player on the offense.
Literally. In fact, he might even be the fastest player on the team, I think.
Maybe, yeah. Because I don't think you've got a... No, Gooden is faster. but only by a little bit.
Yeah, well, because of the speed of that guy, though, that's why we back everybody up 10 yards or more.
Yeah.
It's just how it's going to be. It's just how it is.
Well, anyway, here we go. The return match against the Badmen. And hopefully we can get a win here and force them to play the wild card game while we enjoy home field advantage. Oh.
He kicks it off.
Well, I can see that's going to be a little bit rough.
Ah, well, it is what it is.
Well, on the bright side, I guess they're not going to return it for a touchdown anyway.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. See? Now you're thinking positively.
Yeah.
All right.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
I couldn't get off my guy. Fill that hole. I tried.
That's okay. I mean, you know what? The last time we played these guys, they ran the ball like 6 times for every one run play. So I wouldn't look for them to do a whole lot of this kind of thing anyway. Oh.
Well, I guess it's going to be second and whatever the hell now.
Well, second and around 5, right?
A team has to show
second and 6
and execute properly out there. If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win.
This offense, John, could have a very big day running the ball against a defensive unit that's really struggled in that area. Dropping back, throwing short to his left.
See that? They're throwing a pass already, right?
And it's a flat pass.
Yeah.
45-yard line.
Because of course it is.
Next to nothing on that one.
When is it not a flat pass?
A yard. Gets the pass.
Oh, nice.
Pass is incomplete.
Good thing, too. I kind of got held up by that guy after I pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
There was some chintzy stuff going on there.
You mean an uncalled foul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some holding.
Grant is back to punt. Here's the kick.
Well, you're not fielding that one.
No, that was a terrible punt.
Yeah, it looks like he kind of shanked that a little bit, hey?
Yeah.
Well.
It's 1st and 10. Jenkins with a man in motion. Pass play here on 1st down. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, look at this.
On the run.
Wow.
They just didn't cover him.
Yeah, what happened there?
Wow.
See, I thought I was going to throw an out to Clark over here, but it's like they had 3 guys covering Clark and nobody covering Rhodes.
Yeah, it looks like they had like a man coverage guy in like a short zone and the flat zone. And then when Rhodes actually ran past Clark, that's when the man coverage guy traded off to him, but it was way too late.
Yeah, it was a blown traded coverage or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clark in motion.
I imagine it was probably a partial man coverage scheme by the looks of things.
Going to the air on
Still,
first
though,
down.
the fact that the guy traded coverages, that's all on the defender, right? The fact that he had the awareness to trade that coverage at all
Yeah.
and prevent the touchdown, that's only because he's an all Madden defender. He's a like really alert, smart player, right? Because chances are there was probably nobody covering Rhodes in that play.
Changing the play now.
Oh well. It was all very disappointing anyway, but that's okay.
Drops back. Gets rid of it.
Oh, come on, Parkman.
Oh well, did you really expect anything else? Really?
I mean, when it hits him right in the numbers.
Yeah, I know. That was an easy pass. He should have caught that for sure. For sure.
Well, at least it's Coleman out there gonna catch that now.
No, Rhodes.
Dropping back. Under pressure with the throw. Humphrey pulls him down at the 30-yard line.
Well, Rhodes is doing good work.
You're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play. It gets them a first. And keeps
Well,
the
let's
drive
try a little bit of this and see if we can get anywhere with it.
All right.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, there's gonna be no running today.
Well, not if they man lock and bunch everybody in the middle like that, that's for sure.
Going to the air on first down. Throwing.
Oh, come on.
Baseball's incomplete.
Catch the ball.
That's 2 passes dropped in succession. Joe.
Wow.
Yep. They just didn't watch it into their hands either time.
6th play of this drive.
I don't know about this.
I don't know. They are giving you the over the middle type of thing.
Yeah, well, this might look a little bit easier, though.
Fair enough.
Gets rid of it. And he makes
And it was a little bit easier.
Yeah, I had to roll to my right a little to get away from the pass rush there, though, eh?
pass, but didn't go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, the defense was real good at putting
Because
a
they
quick
were
complete-
pressuring.
They have to get the ball inside the 20 to convert. Rhodes, the motion man.
Well, you might be able to get something off it easily.
Throwing. Dumps this one off to
Yeah,
the right.
Clark was the guy. Clark was for sure the guy there.
2-yard line.
Well, let's see if I can kick a field goal now. Maybe.
Got the wind at your back for how little it matters.
Yeah, I know. Well, what matters is whether or not I'm going to be able to hit this as a non-zero kick.
Hey man, I've made field goals with 0 accuracy before.
Not from here.
The kick is up. The veteran kicks it through.
No problem for him.
Well, so far I haven't. My experiment is inconclusive because they actually, the one time I lined up to try and do that, they literally put everybody in the box.
Yep.
They'll return this one. From the 9-yard line to the 20.
No, good kickoff coverage at least.
Will start the drive
Yeah.
from
Well, it helps when you can kick the ball off in play, right?
It's 1st and 10. The corners are backing off.
Oh look, they're actually going to play me honest here and give me some strong side tight end.
Huh.
Hand off to the tailback. Edwards pulls him down at the
Yeah, look at him
26-yard
crawl
line.
forward
And he
over
picks up
top of
about
Edwards after contact, right?
6 to go. The corners playing back.
Well, he's a strong back. He's like one of the strongest backs in the league, right?
records the tackle at the 32-yard line.
Well, now they're bringing the big guys out there. Hopefully they'll try a toss play. Or a flat pass or something.
Can't figure this one out, but they just backed up their corners and safeties, even though they'll probably see a run here.
Whoa!
Oh, he broke my tackle.
Yeah, he ran right through you. You had him, and then he got away.
Watch it here. He makes a pretty good adjustments, and he brings him down. He's got the body control and agility.
Yeah. You didn't have a very good angle on him, though.
Yeah, well, it's disorienting, though, when they just, like, don't block you. Like, what? In what world do they not block the defensive tackle, right?
Yeah.
All right, and okay, I had to do a little bit of readjusting there, because, like, it's like, well, hey, nobody blocked me. But, you know, I still went and made contact with the guy. It just wasn't enough. I just slid right off of him like he was greased.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, that was a poor angle to try and tackle from anyway, right?
The corners playing back.
All right, well, at least I got the right formation out here.
Going to the air.
Oh, rip.
Gets rid of it.
What was that?
That looked like he threw it out in the dirt. He hit that guy in the feet with it.
They're big and they're strong and they're fast.
That just didn't make any sense.
Well, the previous play didn't make too much sense either, but, you know. The AI giveth and the AI taketh away, right?
Hand off to the tailback.
Oh,
Johnson
I just can't get off my guy.
Yeah, well, again, though, that was a missed tackle right at the line of scrimmage, right? And that guy did not have a bad angle, right? Like the guy that was supposed to... Yeah, that looks like maybe a little bit of holding going on
I think
there.
that's holding.
Yeah. That being said, though, that linebacker bursting through there should have made the tackle, right? Well, look, they got the goal line offense out there again.
They have to reach the 44 to convert. The corners are backing off. Sedbury with the pass.
Ooh.
The incompletion brings up fourth down.
Oh, they
Well.
had that one coming.
Yeah.
Although, damn, it just goes to show you how quick that tight end got out there. It just goes to show you how fast he is.
Oh, yeah. You got to treat the goal line as if he's like they got a wide receiver on the field too, right?
Yep.
With that guy out there.
Here's the punt. And he chooses
They seem to be scared of you as a punt returner, that's for sure.
But why? I don't think we've ever returned a punt for a touchdown at all.
No. Okay, well, let's try this again.
It's 1st and 10.
When we do return punts, I think we get like a measly 10 yards average.
Huh. See this?
Yeah.
Right? Every time, right? This is going to be every time.
Well, maybe you'll be able to throw a quick pass to Clark.
Going to the air on 1st down. Rosen.
Yeah, and he'll actually hang on to it this time, hey?
Well, to be fair, last time you threw it to Parkman.
Good catch by the
No, I did throw one to Clark, too, and then he coughed it up after the defender hit him.
calling an audible now.
Flat pass?
Yeah.
Throws out to the left. He finds his man.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about that one corner on the last team in the last game. But even these all Madden corners can't cover that route like that.
No.
That guy was just superhuman, and he wasn't even an all Madden player.
Yeah, well, you know what? That team seemed to be kind of playing over their heads a little bit too, right?
Yep.
Because I don't think they were actually that good.
Nice
Okay.
run.
So far,
He is a big offensive force.
Those guys are low to bring down. Defense has had a tough time wrapping up those big old tree trunks he has for legs.
wow.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 47 comes in motion. Dropping back. Gets rid of it. And the catch is made. Carter
Oh,
with the
man.
stop at the 44-yard line. Jenkins doing an excellent job on this run.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the coverage and
I haven't actually been able to run the play that I've called yet, but, you know, so far so good, I guess. We'll try it this time.
Yeah, it looks like you might at least be able to run.
Yeah.
Here, they've only got 7 guys in the box.
Jenkins with a man in motion. Going to the right. He hands it off.
Well, I'd call that a successful run play.
40-yard line.
Yeah,
so
well.
maybe 3. Have to get the ball inside the 34-yard
It's just something different that I wanted to try, right?
Well, if you mix things up a little too, maybe you'll have an easier time because you've had a big problem dropping passes recently, right? So if you throw less passes, you'll drop less passes, and then maybe you'll get those completions when they matter.
Again in the run. Hendricks.
Beautiful.
There to bring him down at the 31.
Yeah, that pretty much worked exactly the way it was supposed to.
That time it picked up another first
But the thing
down.
is, I was thinking about this, and there's really no point in trying to run from a single back formation or any other standard formation against these guys.
Because they're just so superhuman,
Yeah,
right?
they're just too tough, right?
But if you come out in a formation designed to run that gives you the advantage, then at least you can do something.
Number 47.
Like this.
Yep, like that.
At the 21-yard line.
And looks like Golston might have a big day today.
Yep.
Yeah, he works out with a group of guys in the offseason that have one of the roughest training regimens that I've ever heard about. You know how hard Jerry Rice has always worked out, right? Well, these guys might be right there with him. They lift weights, they run on treadmills.
Because I think that what we need to do here is we need to try and play the pick at them a little bit here and there kind of game.
Well, but that'll also eat up the clock too,
Yeah,
right?
because I don't think that I'm going to, you know, like, bite off big chunks of yardage against these guys very often, in spite of what happened with that first play of the game, right? Which was a bit of a fluke. It was they crossed up their coverages, right?
Yep. Well, the thing is, too, is you got to realize, too, even if I play perfect defense, because all of these players on their team are superhuman, I could have a receiver double covered, and then he could break both tackles, and then run through the safety, and then run for a touchdown, right?
Look at that. Parkman got the corner, right?
Yep.
You see that?
Parkman goes, beauty corner, you're no match for me.
Yeah, I might have been able to keep going to the outside, but I wasn't sure if I should because these guys are so good at pursuing, right?
Yep.
They need 7 yards for a touchdown.
Oh. Well, it looks like we could make a first down without actually scoring a touchdown here, eh?
Well, if you did, then you'd be able to jam it up the middle 3 times.
Yeah. I'm really hoping they don't cover the flat over here. They covered the flat.
He's looking, rolling left, throwing on the run.
Well, that one went into the seats.
Souvenir for the fans.
Yeah, I was pretty much just throwing that away because I didn't want to throw it any earlier.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been in play.
Yeah. So I figured, you know what, that looked like real big trouble, so I figured I would just wait as long as I could, and then even if I had to take a sack, I'd take a sack, right?
Yep.
Surveying the field.
Good read.
Well, I'm going to have to kick a field goal again, but oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Didn't quite get enough.
This will be a 19-yard field goal attempt.
Well, one more field goal and we'll be a touchdown ahead.
Yeah.
And it's up. The try is good.
Those field goals really do count.
Set to kick it.
Yeah.
They get the ball rolling, and that's really what you need.
Well, it would have been nice if I could have gotten a little more, but...
Nice kick and returnable. from the 7.
Great kickoff coverage.
After a 3 and out on their last drive, the offense comes back out onto the field.
Well, I'm going to come back out here and play my backed off man coverage deep zone with double flats again.
Yep.
Number 5 sends a man in motion. Crosses it out to the right. Thomas with the stop at the 23-yard line.
They're actually running a little bit more than they did in the last game.
Well, according to what the commentators were saying, I have a reputation for being weak against the run, apparently.
Really?
Apparently.
Yeah, even though you're like ranked number 3 in the league or something.
That's right.
I forget now what the stats are exactly, but I think you're in the top 5 against, like, for run defense in the league, right? Ah, yeah!
Great downfield coverage that time, John.
You have to go through your progression and get rid of the ball. Give your receivers a chance to make the play.
Well, I'm actually going to come out in this kind of thing again because I don't think I can get the pressure I need against a only 5-man line with linebackers subbed in. I think they'll throw it over my head if I come out in the dollar defense against them just because they're so superhuman.
The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver system.
Well, he tried, but
he broke all the tackles and it didn't matter.
yeah, the third guy got him.
Nothing happening on that.
That second down sack was a pretty key play, though. Whatever was going on downfield, he obviously didn't have anybody to throw the ball to, right?
He signals for a fair catch.
Well,
Generally speaking, in those kinds of situations, I just play 3 deep zone, man coverage. I think on that play where I sacked him, I was playing 3 deep zone, man coverage with a flat zone to the far side of the field. And that's just in case they sent their halfback out there, because having that man coverage guy on a fast halfback like that doesn't work so well. Whereas if you have him in a zone, he'll get out there faster.
yeah. Did you see that? Boy, I just barely got away. Right? They were bringing the pressure. Look at that.
Yeah, look, that's their defensive end-sized linebacker.
Yeah. Well, he came way around the outside untouched, and it looks like Parkman just missed him out there, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Parkman goes durr.
Luckily, I had somebody there to throw the ball to.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Parkman's like, ah, shit, he's got the wrong color jersey on.
Golson's been having a good day so far. Let's see what he can do. Uh-oh. Guard got jammed there, and I couldn't get around him.
Golston got you back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
That's pretty good against these guys.
Yeah, well, you could tell that run was going nowhere when the guard got pushed backward.
Yep.
As soon as that happens, you're pretty much dead.
And he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
Calling an audible. With the pass, and the catch is made. Wright pulls him down at the 35-yard line. A good, strong throw by the quarterback on that pass.
Even the receiver was surprised how quickly that one got to him. That's the kind of thing you just hope you can hang on to as it goes by.
3rd down play, they have to get it to the 35-yard line for a new 1st.
Man lock, deep safeties.
Yep. Hopefully we can get somebody to catch a pass here.
Drops back. Throwing.
Nope.
Drops it. Almost, but no catch.
Rip.
It looked like he had it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
Well, I could go for it from here.
And this is the 5th play of this drive.
Not going to try and run for it, though.
Well, it looks like you might be able to get Coleman, Solomon, or Jenkins?
Surveys the field with
Yeah.
the throw. Williams
Easy.
with the stop at the 30.
At the 35-yard line, you might as well go for it, right?
First down and keep the drive alive.
I mean, I think your odds are actually better for it, right? Right, when you're 4th and inches, you're more likely to make it than not. And when you're inside 35 yards, I mean, the effects of a punt aren't really going to do all that much.
Number 47 goes in motion. He tucks it away.
Well, nobody blocked anybody over there that time.
Stuffed on that play, John.
Yeah, that was that huge defensive end-sized linebacker.
Yeah, but it looks like nobody even chipped anyone or made any kind of effort to make a block over there, right?
Yep.
Number 47 comes in motion.
It was just not happening.
Dropping back. Looking for an option on the move. And the catch is made.
Looked like Parkman overran the block there.
Once again,
Yeah, well, that's still a bit of a work in progress. Basically, I might have to change his, block assignment, right?
Yeah, from lead wide to just lead.
Yeah. More than likely, that's what I'll end up having to do, yeah.
8 is the magic number right now.
Still, though, you're doing well, making good progress.
So far, so good.
Come out in a nickel package. On the carry.
Yeah!
Oh,
and it's a
that got a
face
little bit
mask.
of help, too.
This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big, you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
Well, and the clock keeps running, too.
Yep.
Tosses it left.
See, and all of a sudden, those field goals mean a lot more now.
Yep, they do. That's why you score when you get the chance, right? Even if it's only 3, you gotta take it.
Well, and as it turns out, going for it on that 4th and on the 35-yard line was the right decision to make.
Well, you know what? It's a percentage thing, right?
Yeah, you've got a very high percentage of making that type of 4th down on a conversion. And there's no real risk to doing so.
The kick is up.
Well, if I don't make it, then at least they get the ball back on the 35-yard line, right?
That's right.
You know, like chances are, unless I made a super good punt and pinned them inside their 5,
It would be very difficult.
it would probably be a touchback and they'd end up at the 20 anyways.
That's right. Yeah, you're probably right on that. There's probably like a diminishing set of returns on punts where after a certain point, there's no point to punting anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the backup who got the 5-yard.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least it was only 5.
The officials are signaling that he grabbed the face mask.
Well, they're starting on the 32, which is almost the 35.
This time he got caught pulling him down by the mask.
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Drops back. Pressure coming. Throwing.
Well, you know, when it's the wrong color jersey that has both hands up in the air and is trying to catch that, maybe you shouldn't have thrown that pass.
Yeah, good coverage by Danny Jones.
He's like, so what are we running today? Are we running a post? Are we running a corner?
The backs are lined up in an I. Closing in with the pass.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, he got over there and got it.
Yep.
The old man going over there and got this hand up and knocked it
He's a
away.
reliable player. He's always done good for us. He's been good all season. I'm happy with how he's been. I got no complaints. I'm only sad that he's going to retire at the end of the season because that player always does.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? It's like a pre-scripted thing or something.
Yeah, I don't really want him to retire.
The old strong safety always retires.
Drops back. Under pressure.
Oh, look at that. And then they got a penalty on top of it.
Wow.
You gonna accept the penalty or what?
Yeah.
Let's accept the penalty.
I can't believe he hit Travis Wade. I don't even remember what... I think Travis Wade had a man coverage assignment there, so if he was standing in the middle, it's because somebody who he had man coverage on decided to stay in and block. And then he went and threw it right at him. What the hell was that?
I don't know. Good for us?
Yeah, good for us. I wonder if some of these linebackers are going to have their catching rating improved.
I don't know.
This is more interceptions than I've ever gotten in a single season.
There, now I'm going to have them both go that way.
Yeah, because they're all stacked that way.
Yeah.
And it worked out for you. They didn't really block that defensive end, but they ran enough interference on him that you were able to throw that pass.
That's right.
Delivering the pass quickly.
So with the ball in the red zone, they have a very good chance of extending that lead.
Ooh, boy, I don't like the way this looks.
You might be able to get Marshall on the outside there. Clark.
It's rid of it.
I had to try. He was the open guy.
Oh, God.
Well, he was. He was the open guy. You got to throw to the open guy and hope that he catches it.
Well, it didn't look as bad as it you first thought, though.
No.
As jank as they lined up there.
Dropping back, guns it out to the right. Great pass. Right with the tackle at the 10-yard line. Mills didn't have much room to do anything with that ball.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Changing the play now.
Cowboy 53.
Drops back, gets the pass off. He finds it.
All right.
Yeah, now you're in run the ball 3 times and kick a field goal territory.
Yep.
He's picked up both first downs on this series. They're 3 yards away from scoring.
If only he was a little faster, but if he was faster, he wouldn't be able to do all the other good things that we get him to do.
Nope. Well, that play worked about the way that it was supposed to, anyway.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I got from the 3-yard line to the 1-yard line.
And you ran a bunch more time off the clock.
Yep.
Hand it off to the fullback. What a stop at the goal line.
You know, these guys are like the only team that can hit Parkin hard enough to actually make him fall backwards.
Yep.
Most other teams can't do that.
Oh, well.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 86, the man in motion. It's the toss to the left. Hand it off.
They tried to be smart there with a last-minute shift, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, that's why I use that little toss play, though, because it's faster than a handoff, right?
Yep, yep.
Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to pop someone through the line quick and tackle the quarterback before he can hand the ball off, right?
Yep.
And the toss play like that, it gets away from that.
Yeah, it neutralizes the cheese factor.
And the angle that toss play travels at, actually, it's almost like a handoff, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like when we demonstrated how toss plays don't work earlier, because that's not really a particularly wide play. It's not any wider than a halfback slant or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Good distance.
Wow, that
look
could have
at
been a
that.
fumble.
Wow, I can't believe that. I got a touchback. I think that's the second touchback I got this season.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was going to be a fumble.
Yeah, I didn't even see what he was doing there. It looked like he was going to let it bounce and hope that it bounced out of bounds or something. I don't know. Weird. That was a strange way to play that.
Yeah, I'll say.
Look at that. Nobody was blocking you, and he still got out there and caught that.
Yeah, well, I got a hit on him, but I wasn't quite fast enough.
Yeah.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
That was even holding down the sprint button. It just didn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody blocked you. You just couldn't get there fast enough.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Max. Big hit on the ball carrier.
Now, when you talk about getting unloaded on, that's what
Big hit on the ball carrier by Danny Jones.
They go with the defense with the run.
They're going to keep running to see what the other team is willing to give them on the ground out there.
They need 6. The corners are backing off. Max, the deep back.
Oh, you went the
I went
wrong
the wrong
way.
Across midfield.
Ooh, boy, that was close.
Yeah, I took control of Gooden there to make sure he didn't do that dive cheese.
Yeah. That was close. They almost burned you there.
Some kind of mix-up in the defense. Sometimes it's the offensive line just
Well,
doing a
that
great
sort of
job
thing
blocking.
happens sometimes.
I think that play
Yeah.
was a little bit of both.
I don't blame it on the fact that my ear was itchy. I had to stop and scratch my ear during that play.
Yeah, well there, see that time the linebacker popping through that gaping hole in the line actually made the tackle that time, right?
Yep.
Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Max is the deep back.
And there too.
Brings him down.
Well, I kind of rely on that behavior for my run defense, right?
Yep. Well, it's funny, they got one good gain on the ground, now all of a sudden they're going there again and again, eh?
Yeah, that's just how this AI is, right?
First down. Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversion.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, make them kick the field goal.
Comes in to attempt a field goal, which would give them their first score of the day. And it's on its way.
Thought I had lots of mustard on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have a good kicker. I had no doubt that they were going to make that, but it's good to make them settle for field goals rather than letting them have touchdowns anyway.
Raises his hand for the fair catch. Defense gave up a touchdown the last time.
I'll happily take the touchback.
Yeah.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Well,
Looking downfield, gets the pass off. Carter cuts
It's
him
like a
down
run play.
at the 24.
yeah, well, see, they dropped everybody off in the zones there, and that's why that guy running that little angle curl toward the sideline, that's why I have him doing that, right?
Yep.
Looks like
Because
he's
if they
falling
drop
over.
everybody off, like they dropped 8 men off there, right? Or 7 guys, 7 men off.
2 minutes left in the quarter. Number 47 goes in motion. He's looking on the run.
Yeah. Oh, man. Look at this go.
Humphrey makes the play. At the
Golston's been on
47-yard
fire in this game. He's really been playing well. Catching the ball, running the ball.
line. It's 1st and 10. They come out in the nickel.
Well, I think I know who I'm throwing this ball to.
Yeah, the guy who has no coverage guy.
Well, I mean, maybe they'll be tricky and drop the lineman off in a zone over there or something. I don't know.
Pass play here on
Or
first
not.
down. Throws it. And
Throw it nice and easy.
Yeah.
tackle at the 40-yard line. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback
I mean, the defense has to be there, and the guys who are like all standing on the left are like, you see that guy over there? He's uncovered.
Yeah.
Are we just going to leave him uncovered?
Apparently they are. Yep.
I mean, he's not Parkman or anything.
He'll pass on first down. Gets rid of it, and the catch is made. Clark beat the coverage on that pass.
Soft hands like
Okay,
that are
well,
hard
we'll
to
line
find.
up in something else
This
here
guy
again
looks
now,
like he's a keeper.
just to try and keep them guessing.
Texas 53.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Dropping back with the throw.
Terrible throw, but I got away with it.
There's a flag on
Oh,
But it's going to get called back on holding.
oh, come on.
Penalties come down to
Oh,
discipline.
and then
well.
they just called a timeout for you.
Well, they have that's an injury timeout, right?
Yep. There you go. But that's okay, because you're in a position now where you got to manage the clock now anyways.
second
Yeah.
long after the penalty. Throwing. And it's complete. He'll feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, with how hard he just got hit.
I don't
Might
think
wanna
I'm
call
going to.
timeout.
I don't know. Should I?
Yeah, you've got 3 of them.
All right.
Jenkins.
Use them all. They ain't going to score on me in 20 seconds.
Well,
Maybe you can get another field goal out of this if you can get a couple more yards.
yeah, if I can get another 10 yards. Look at this.
These third downs haven't been much of an option.
Oh, it's 3rd and 7. That's why they're lined up like that.
Yeah, because you had that holding penalty.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Looking up
Oh, they're blitzing on 3rd and 7.
for a short loss.
Oh, well, look at this. I'm just going to let the clock run
There's a
out.
lot of things to take.
No, I guess they're not going to call a time. They probably figure, too, they can't score on me in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, see, I just didn't want to call a pass play and try and force anything here.
And end up with a turnover or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, well, it's halftime, and it's time for the halftime stretch.
All right.
20-3.
And we're back.
Yes, and we're just looking at the halftime stats. And so far in this game, I've had 4 drop passes, and 2 of them were by Parkman.
Yeah, well, that's really no surprise.
Yeah, well, you
The
know
other
what?
2 were by your other running back.
Yeah, Clark. So, anyway,
If anybody was going to drop passes, you'd expect it to be them.
So let's pick up the
well,
action.
especially Parkman, because Parkman has almost nothing for catching rate.
Yeah.
I'm amazed that he started off life as a tight end, because
He can't catch
he
for the
can't
shit.
catch.
From the 5.
Oh, and looks like I'm running back to kickoff here, but that's okay.
The lead, some players might want to put it in cruise control. They better watch out, though. They haven't won this one quite
Well, so far this has been going not too badly, so I'm going to try and keep this up.
Changing the play now. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throws it, and this
Depending rather heavily on Clark to catch a lot of passes in this particular system,
Well,
but
he's the one coming open over the middle, though, so it
Yeah.
is what it is.
better make sure that they have them covered.
you'll notice they had 2 guys extra coming too.
Yep,
One
yep.
one from each side.
Well, you had to get rid of it quick. But you know what? The short passing game
Uh-oh.
can really...
Jeez.
Ooh.
I was trying to, like, the stupid Nintendo controller thing that has the shift button instead of the proper number of buttons.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I lost control of my thing there
It's okay.
because I was trying to make a blocking audible.
It happens.
Surveying the field. Throws on the run.
Look at that corner
Yeah,
come
that
back
guy,
from
that
the
was
flat.
amazing. That was absolutely amazing coverage,
That was
right?
a good read of the quarterback. That's what you need to do when you're playing center field.
Well, that's okay. It's short pass time anyways.
Pretty much, yeah.
The visiting team.
Looks like they're going to give you Coleman this time.
Maybe.
Looking for an option with the throw.
Yep.
Records
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, and he's hurt.
32-yard line.
That's not good.
I mean, he's not a great player,
Come on,
but
walk it off. You're okay.
he's not a bad player.
Yeah.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Wow. Well, they haven't changed their tune any.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
Grade 53.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. And this pass is completed. Wright makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. 2nd and short, upcoming after a good pickup through the air.
Right here is one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with a play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
He sees something in the defense. Dropping back. Gets rid of it.
I kind of like this. It keeps it simple. It's fairly low risk.
49-yard line. Good-looking play there as they pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. 6th play of this drive. Ball right around midfield.
That being said, even though I'm coming out in this big package on 1st down quite often, I've still thrown for a lot of yards in this game so far.
Nice.
Running right. Hand it off.
Yeah, I figured just for the hell of it, I'd try that and see if I could get away.
Well, you know what? Sometimes when they line up that way, though, you can run right past him, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of those situations.
He'll do that kind of thing to you. He's always working on his speed, finding a way to get just that little bit more quickness. I'll tell you, he sure heck looked quick on that play.
But that was that little quick toss, right?
Yep.
And look at the call.
Oh, you didn't block him right out that time. Right? He just kind of chipped him a little bit.
The defense
Yep.
is always very aggressive when defending the run.
And that's not enough.
Well,
I needed him to... Ooh,
Oh my God! Wow!
I guess
holy shit.
we're going to be without him for a while.
That's brutal. We're going to be out without him for the playoffs.
What do you think of that? He was more or less probably knocked unconscious, but he still held onto the ball.
Well, there you go. It's like you always say, you don't get to drop it even if you're unconscious.
Oh,
I'm just glad that corner didn't pick that off.
Creating pressure
Yeah.
has really changed the way an
Well.
offense operates. They need to keep
Well,
connecting
we're going to have to
position.
try and
Either
do
a tight end
something
on the
now.
line or a back that can help them out with their
You know, even if
protection.
you could get another 5 yards, you could try for a field goal here.
9th play of this drive.
Otherwise, with a 4th down as long as this, I would just punt it.
Sends a man in motion. Drops back, looking downfield, rolling left.
Yeah, well,
And
I
Okay.
managed to get a few more yards.
28.
You think I could try a field goal from here, maybe?
You can try it.
How long? Yeah, it's not out of my range. I still
Wind is
have
at
to-
0 miles an hour. You'll have to kick it perfect, but I think you can make it.
45-yard
Yeah.
Field goal attempt.
Oh, well, it wasn't perfect. Probably going to shank it to the left.
The kick is up.
And...
You had enough distance on it.
Yep.
Ah, well, these things happen. Hey, look, they're back at the 35-yard line again.
Yeah. Well, I'm struggling with that kick meter, too, right? Like, it's one of those things that's always seems to be a problem in this game. No matter how much you play this game, you just can never get that nailed down, right?
Yeah.
He tucks it away. That takes him down at the 37-yard line. And John is still trying to move the ball on the ground.
Well, they only got
This is
2
a
on
tough
that.
physical team that likes to run the ball in just about any situation. When you can run the ball consistently, it really wears down the interior line and helps to slow down those pass rushers.
The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Throwing. The deep
Ah, he's got another one. He's got 2 in this game.
See that? This is a deep zone assignment, right?
Yeah.
He's playing the deep zone in the middle, and he runs back here. And I don't actually know. Oh, I guess that guy's running a some kind of corner post assignment or something.
Yeah.
But because he's underneath here, even though he's maybe a little bit shallower than he should be, it gets thrown as a bullet, probably because of the pressure that's coming. And that's how he gets that interception.
And we go back to the game.
So there you go.
Yeah. Well, nicely done.
So
Now we got to hurry up and call a play here. You got 2 interceptions with the same player.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Yeah, well. They can't all be golden.
I didn't have time to audible to anything else because they always do you out of a bunch of time.
Yeah, after a change of possession.
Like, I don't know. Even playing accelerated clock, I think they should have made it so that when you get to the line of scrimmage, there's still 20 seconds on the play clock.
Yep.
Because at least that gives you time to, you know, call audibles or make adjustments and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the receiver ran a precise route. Was making his cut.
Well, more or less because of that whole change of possession thing, that's why I tend to call a dive play every first drive. The first play of every drive, I call a dive play. And I wouldn't do that if we weren't using accelerated clock.
Dropping back, looking downfield.
Oh, of course he's going to drop it. It's 3rd down, right? So this is where we could go for it again now.
Was a good receiver out of
Well, 4th and 2 is surer than 4th and 5.
You have to find a way to try and catch it.
And again, they'd start on the 35-yard line again.
Yep.
So what the hell?
Well, we'll see what kind of coverage they give us here.
Looking like they're going to give you Jenkins or Solomon.
Looking for an option. Gets rid of it. Williams is the guy.
Jenkins is the guy who has yet to drop a pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is our lowest rated receiver, right?
Nope, Solomon is. Jenkins is 2nd lowest rated. I think he's playing Coleman's position now, and I don't know who the hell is subbing in for Coleman. Probably one of your tight ends.
Yeah.
Or a running back or something.
Calling an audible now. Drops back, gets the pass off. He finds his man.
Yeah, see? That one corner for the last game we played was superhuman, man, because that guy is the size of a linebacker and the speed of, like, Randy Moss, and he still can't jump that rope.
Yeah.
They have a big lead, and they're on the move again.
Okay, what are we doing here? Okay. We're playing a really wide line and just bunching everybody in the middle.
You know, as one does.
Dropping back, throwing, and he hits his target.
And then playing overlapping short zones, by the looks of it, that looked weird.
Nice
Yeah.
going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
Well,
They're 12 yards away from the end zone.
we'll go back to the plan. Because the plan so far, at least,
Been working.
has been working.
To the left, throw him again.
You know why? Because when I receive that toss, I can hit the sprint button right away and just run at that same angle, right?
Yep.
The coach trusts the guy to hang on to the ball.
They can convert for a first down by reaching the 2.
So I think I finally found a way to make a toss play work.
It just requires a 2 tight end, 3 running back set.
That's right. And a specialized alignment and a non-standard path, right?
Yep.
Gets the pass off. Great throw. He tossed the ball.
That's like the first touchdown pass I've thrown in a long time.
Must feel good.
It does. It feels good. It might have only been a little flat pass to the wide receiver, but it feels good.
Well, and those are also what make up your quarterback rating too, right?
Yeah. See that, though? 2 times we go on 4th down, and 2 times that we do that, we end up with a touchdown, right?
Well, I don't feel uncomfortable going for it on 4th down inside the 35.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad proposition.
Those opportunities have led to points on the board. You can convert turnovers into points, you really have a big advantage.
Should be a return here. From the 6-yard line to the 20.
I was just trying to keep that lane plugged outside, eh? There.
Well, it looks like they got a holding penalty.
Yeah, that'll back them up a little.
It's 1st and 10.
Come out in 2 wide receivers, I play a nickel. They come out in 3 wide receivers, I play a nickel.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
And let's be real, I play a nickel against everything for everyone, but
Yeah.
Pressure coming with the throw.
Well, you know what? That guy was covered by a corner back there,
and he's still faster.
and he's still faster. He still got away from him running just a square in, right?
Yeah.
Just because when he can run sideways across the field faster than the guy covering him can.
Yeah, faster than Danny Jones can.
No, Danny Jones wasn't covering him.
Oh,
that
it might have
time.
been
It was the
Gooden
corner.
then.
It was the left corner that was covering him that
Yeah.
time, right?
I forget who's on that side.
Gets rid of it.
Ooh,
Oh, well, that was contested at least.
yep, it was close.
47-yard line. Crosby was there to make.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that ended in a catch.
Well, that's that tight end again, though, right?
Yeah.
When he needs another first down.
Loosening up the coverage on the
Because that was
outside.
really, really close.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was definitely well covered.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Pass ball's been complete. And that brings
I think
up
even if he'd have
2nd
caught that, that would have been out of bounds.
Yeah.
Why would you throw that pass?
He was just
doing
trying
out
to
there?
he was trying to avoid getting a sack because you were actually getting some pressure there, right?
The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Closing in, throws it, and he hits his target. That one will leave a mark.
And Ben French says no in his deep zone assignment.
Yeah.
That's about as deep as a deep zone gets for a lineman. But I suppose it's better than nothing.
Hey, we've seen
Can't figure this one out. but they
linemen
just backed up their
25 yards
safeties, even though
downfield,
they'll probably see a run here. Number 5,
knocking
we
those
split.
passes away before.
Under pressure with the throw, and this pass is completed. Thomas is the guy who's there to break
That time he
it
found the
down.
soft spot in front of your
28-yard
safeties.
Watch it here. This
Ah,
is
well.
a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
He can't win 'em all.
We're in a tough spot here. This is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that first down.
I don't think I have to back everybody up anymore, at least.
Nope, I don't think so. Going to get a little bit harder for him now.
Looking upfield.
I'll make you trip over me.
26. They went for the
That's
Yeah.
exactly what that was there.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get off this guy, right? So I'm
Yeah,
like,
so you
well, I'll
just-
just try the spin move. And if I fall into that gap...
Yeah.
Actually, I guess I didn't even make the tackle, but the idea is
No.
maybe I would have tripped him if I had.
No, Zach Mack came from the outside and got him.
Yeah.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. They're in field goal range. With the pass.
Oh, that should have been an interception. Wow.
Oh, man. I don't know, what can you do?
Oh, you won that battle. Definitely.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. Number 5 goes to work with an empty backfield. Pressure, throws it.
Oh, that one could have been an interception too.
Could have been. Would have been the same guy. Same
Yeah,
player.
he's already got 2 this game already, and
Yep.
that one would have been 3.
Well, normally I'd say this field goal isn't a sure thing, but they do have this guy. This
Yeah.
Superman. This
The field goal
Hey,
Price.
you know what? There is nothing wrong with making them settle for a field goal on this drive. because
Mr. Price, the super
They
kicker.
moved the ball, they used up some time on the clock, and then you denied them the touchdown, right?
Decent kick. We should have a return
Now, this one's a little short compared to the last few.
from the
Yeah.
7. To the
Oh,
Ooh.
that was a big hit.
Yeah, trying to force a fumble there.
possession that they had on their last, picking up a lot of yardage through the air on their way to a score. It's 1st and 10.
Yep, here we go again.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Passing on 1st down. Surveying the field. Gets rid of it. Target.
See,
Another big hit.
they dropped everybody off, so I threw that little
Tackle of the game. They need
curl
six.
underneath again, eh?
Yeah, and they're trying to force something to happen here.
Yep.
Silver, 72. Here we come.
Parkman run, 40 yards.
Huh, I wish.
Number 86.
Hey, look at that. Managed to turn upfield, though, and get almost to the 1st down marker.
I mean, you might have got the 1st down marker there. They just don't spot you very well.
Yeah, that's true.
3rd and short.
Uh-oh, they got the 4-3 out there. I'm probably not going to make it.
Yeah, you're going to get stuffed for a loss.
Yeah, that defensive end, nobody will block him, and he'll just charge straight ahead and nail me.
Probably.
Tosses it out to the
Or
left.
maybe I'll actually get the ball quick enough and get outside so they can't stop it.
Down marker. It's 1st and 10.
And that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to run the 3rd quarter out so that I can start the 4th quarter off, hopefully with another run play.
4th quarter of play.
Well, you know, the longer you can keep the clock ticking, and I mean, you know what? You've scored more points on these guys than you have on any team in a long while, and it's not easy to score points on an all-Madden team either,
To carry it.
right?
Yeah.
Because these guys are one of the best teams in the league. The only time they lose games is against us.
For at least one play.
Well, somebody else beat them, probably another all-Madden team.
Probably.
I got 5 yards for that.
Nice.
5th play of this drive.
And you hurt somebody.
Yeah, well, that's because Parkman was carrying the ball, right? And he pounded it up the middle.
Come out in a nickel
I'm going to try it again.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Maybe I'll give it to Clark this time, see if he can sneak up the middle for some yards.
Handed off to the fullback.
Well, okay.
Williams takes
I guess
him
some
down
yards
at
is
the
2
40-yard line.
or 1.
Was dragged down before he could get
Yeah,
to the
one
line.
is better than none.
Yeah, great
Yep.
size.
It lets you throw this curls play.
That allows him to hold up against the run while also giving him the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Nickelback
Westbrook.
this time.
That's who he is. He's tight end 3.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, he's playing wide receiver 4, which means he's better than Solomon.
Surveying the field with the throw.
He even stepped up for that one.
Number
Yep.
51. With
Man, Solomon gets no respect.
50-yard
hey,
line.
I throw the ball to him. He's
I
caught
know.
quite a few passes
But
this season,
Solomon
actually.
should be wide receiver 4.
Oh,
He
well.
should have moved up in the depth chart after that injury, and he didn't.
Yeah, you know what?
7th play of this drive. Ball right around mid.
He's gotten his work.
Texas, 28.
Going to the air on 1st down. Throwing.
Oh, he dropped it.
Get that pass.
Hit
I
him
think
right in the
that's-
hands and he dropped it.
That's number 3 now.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Wow, look at that. You're racking up the points against
Yeah,
these guys.
we've roughed them up for 27 points in this game so far.
And now you get the super long audible animation.
Yeah, that's okay. I've got lots of
Calling
time.
an audible. Dropping back, gets the pass off, and he
It's the redemption of Bo
Humphrey,
Jenkins.
the guy who's there to bring him down. At the 43.
Well.
Rhodes pulls in another pass, bringing his total to 8. And here's a look at
See, I think that the reason that the strategy is working is because when you bring out that big full house formation and they defend as if they're defending that, and that's not appropriate for stopping something like this.
Yep.
surveying the field.
Oh, he coughed it up.
Nice play call, but the receiver just
And I think that's what's making this game plan work.
Yeah.
Right. Even though I'm throwing to tight ends and fullbacks and stuff like that a lot.
They've got less suitable coverage guys out there.
That's right. Well, not necessarily even that. It's just that they've got less suitable coverages called.
True, too, yeah.
Stop!
No!
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, well.
First and 10. Backing off. Max lines up behind his fullback in the odd. Going to the right. Just won't go down.
Wow, look at that guy.
Pushed
Yeah.
out of bounds at the 29. And he continues to
Well, it's a
assert
little late in the
himself
game
with
to
running.
be establishing the run now.
One yard to go. Giving some cushion on the outside. The visiting team line up with two backs behind the quarterback.
Oh, come on. You really going to throw a flat pass?
Not much touch on that pass.
May have tried to put
Hey, he
a
did a
little
good
too
job
much
defending
oomph on
that.
throw.
Third and inches. How much you want to bet that they're going to be passing out of
Well,
that 5 wide receiver set?
Yeah, well, I think that what they might do is they might audible to something for pass protection, maybe. I don't know, but...
Nobody in the backfield and 5 receivers. With the pass.
Oh, that was pretty cheesy.
35.
Wow. Yeah, it went right off of...
Yeah, do you know what that is, actually? There's a mechanic in this game called auto catch, where if the ball is thrown your way, the defender will try to catch it. And so
Yeah.
I didn't actually even input that. That was just an auto catch. And then it hit me in the head and then went to that guy. Like, wow.
Back to the game.
Well, you know what?
I don't think that was...
normally that's not going to happen, but
yeah, it is what it is.
there isn't anything you could have done about that.
First and 10.
Well, you know, the AI is going to manufacture their plays somehow.
Coverage on the outside.
Wow!
Fires it over the middle.
That was quite the rollout.
There he was run over
Yeah,
by
I'll
a
say.
Yeah, two-ton
Well, you'll
truck
see
pulling
slower
the trailer.
quarterbacks do that, though, because they can't drop back fast enough to escape the pressure.
Yeah, well, you've been pressuring him a bit today, too. I don't think you've sacked him a lot, but
They'll go from the
you have been
formation.
getting some pressure.
And he
That was underneath to the fullback there.
I think the coverage guy there, so the pass rush didn't bite on it, but I think the coverage guy who was responsible for him
Yeah.
ended up biting on the play fake there, which is too bad. If he hadn't bit on the play fake there, that would have been a successfully defended play.
Well, look at it this way, though. At least they've made something of an effort to run the ball. So you don't feel so bad when a play action pass actually kind of
The
works.
offense lines up with split backs
When
behind
they've
the
at least
quarterback.
tried to
Slings
run,
it to
right?
the inside.
Well, that's a pass for a loss.
At the 39.
Yep.
Caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on them like glue.
First down marker just inside the 27. The quarterback lines up with two options behind
Oh,
him.
yeah, Zach Mack gets the sack.
Great effort that
You
time.
love saying that.
I love saying that, because it all rhymes.
He's been
Eh?
playing for a while now. Let me tell you, he might
Well, they
never
keep
be
lining
better
up in
than
this
he is right
formation,
now.
so I'm going to keep giving Zach Mack his chances.
In
Yep.
better position to stop the pass. The visiting team line up with two backs behind the quarterback.
Oh, I got held by the center there.
That's okay. Your zone defender in the middle was there that
You
time.
gotta deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Ninth play of this drive.
If you get any kind of pressure at all,
Yeah, well, that was another one of those. So I get past that guy, and then there's that.
yeah.
That's totally holding.
Oh, well, if you get any kind of pressure here at all, you'll stop him.
Situation here, but not much else they can do but go for it. Dropping back. Pressure coming with the throw. He couldn't
Yeah.
control it.
Yeah, I don't think that had much of a chance.
No, he threw it right into coverage, right?
4-down situation. They're trying to get something going. It's just that nothing's working.
Well, that's why even if you've got cupcake players out there, if you get them to play as a team, then they can play as good as anybody. You just have to give them assignments that are within their abilities, right?
Yep. They're double covering Parkman.
Oh, it's a blitz from that side.
Oh, look at that. He caught that one.
And then you're going to get a
Oh,
holding
and then we're going to
penalty.
get a holding penalty. Yeah.
49-yard line.
Because we got to try and do everything twice now.
Holding happens on almost
Boy, oh
every play.
boy.
It just depends on whether the official decides to call it.
Yeah, it is what it is. At least it keeps the clock running. Think of it that way.
Yeah, and I'm going to run them here because I'm probably going to get a few yards on this anyway, just because of the way they're lined up.
Tosses it out to the right. Clark.
Yep.
Hudson records the tackle at the 39-yard line.
Come on, Clark, get up.
Here in the second half.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. So I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game.
You know, you might just run it here too.
No, I'm going to try and go to this because it looks like they're playing some kind of a weird zone coverage here, right?
Throwing. And the catch is made. Carter.
Now that'll keep the clock going.
Well, and it gets a few yards back so that I've got something that's kind of halfway makeable for fourth down or for third down, right?
Yep. And Bo Jenkins is shoveling and shoveling and shoveling, trying to dig his team out after that holding penalty.
The visiting team.
Well, it's a tough go,
Nickel Packers.
but
Silver, 53.
I'm not sure what the hell's going on over there, but
Give it a try. Take a look at how the coverage goes.
Looking for a receiver with
Yep.
the pass. Great pass.
It was there.
Finding the single coverage in the secondary.
there. I managed to shovel our way out of that deep hole there.
1st and 10.
And Bo takes the hard hat off and wipes the sweat from his brow.
Yep.
But today's work ain't done yet.
Yeah. You see what happened there, though? Right? I think that's what makes this work.
Yeah.
Dropping back the pass on 1st down. Guns it over.
And I can get rid of it fast enough that they can't sack me, too, right?
Not only that, but Clark, even though he juggled that a little,
And what
he's
doing
been
is sitting back
more
there,
or less reliable.
seeing everything,
Yep.
making great decisions and getting the ball
Well, he's
to
got
the
7
right guy.
catches so far in this
Playing
game.
very well right now.
See, they're going to do it again, so I'm going to do the same thing again, right?
Going to the air on 1st down. Throws it, and it's complete. Jenkins completes the pass with pickup about.
Well, that gives him better than a 2 and 3 catch ratio now.
Have to get
Yep.
inside the 18 to convert for the 1st down.
Well, I've been doing it a little piece here and a little piece there, but I've managed to rack up 400 yards of offense against these guys.
Yeah, you've totally shredded their defensive record.
Throwing, and it's caught. Dives and makes the tackle.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No way.
Uh-oh.
No way.
You're okay. Get up. Walk it off. You'll be fine.
Come on, Bo.
Yeah, you're okay. It's all right.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. They're inside the 15. Looks like he's changing the play.
Well, this might be a little bit harder now. They got different look out there now, too, hey?
I'd check Parkman on the left.
Passing on 1st down. With the pass.
And he dropped it.
He was the guy who was open, though.
Yes, he was. I have to say he was. But I've thrown the ball to him 3 times this game, and he's dropped all 3.
Do with it after you make the catch. You got to make
Ah,
the
well.
catch first, and then you think about the other stuff later.
Drops back. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver.
Yeah, the ball doesn't quite have the same zip going out there. Okay?
With a decent
Yep.
6-yard gain.
Well, that's okay.
This is the 9th play of this drive.
You see Parkman's eating like Kentucky Fried Chicken on the sideline with his greased up hands and everything. And he's like, wait, what? You want me to catch the ball?
Oh, look at this. They're not covering Solomon.
I'd watch that linebacker for a short zone or that
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
With the pass.
Or we'll just throw a touchdown pass to Solomon.
Wow.
Since they weren't covering him, I mean, you know.
Crazy.
Well, I certainly hope our starting quarterback is not injured seriously.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully it's just a thing where it's like strained and he's out for the game or something.
Yep. He got an owie. He'll be all right.
The home team are ready to kick this one off.
He's not injured, he's just hurt.
Not a bad kick. They'll set up for the return. From the 6-yard line.
Now that's good coverage.
Well, time is on our side now. We got a 3-touchdown lead with 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah, normally this is the type of score we rack up against normal teams, not these guys.
Yeah.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
You've been playing great on offense today.
Well, I just took a different approach.
Pass on first down. It's the pass off. This one falls incomplete.
Now they're going to come out there in 5 wide receivers.
Jill, what have you heard about the
His
injury?
3 wide receivers wasn't enough.
From the team doctor, Al, the bad news is that it is a knee injury. The good news is that it's not too severe and that they expect to have him back in the lineup fairly soon.
All right, Jill, thank you for the update.
Okay.
All right, well,
At the 22.
we'll have to see what that means. We can check, actually, if I think if we go into the depth chart here now that he's been diagnosed. I think we can go to the injury report.
Coleman's 11 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, Bo Jenkins, 2 quarters.
Yeah, okay. So he's not coming back this game, but he'll be all right.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
He actually played a very workmanlike game today.
The corners are backing off.
All right.
With the pass. And this pass is complete.
That's pretty much exactly what I meant, though, when I said I was just going to try to manage the game. Right? I wasn't going for any big plays or anything like that. I'm not trying to throw a long pass or, you know.
See, you call it managing a game. I call it shredding the defense.
Looking to pass. Lines up with
Oh, there we go. There he is.
Yeah, he's not shut out anymore.
Yep.
Get rid of the ball in that situation. Throw it underneath. Throw it away. You can't take the sack and lose yards.
You can take
like
the
that.
sack. I'm perfectly happy if you take the sack. Please take the sack.
City drops its safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long pass. The visiting team line up in the bunch formation. Gets the pass off.
Yeah, he just outran his coverage guy again.
Yet again, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can run in a straight line for any amount of distance,
He outruns the coverage guy.
he'll
Yeah.
run away from the guy covering him, right?
There's just nothing I can do about it. It just is what it is.
They line up in the I formation.
Yeah, I wish that I had him on our team. Oh, look at this.
Well, okay then.
The corners are giving a bit
That
of
time you ended up getting the tackle on that play somehow. Look at that, you did it again.
throw.
Only that time he threw the ball away, eh? He managed to get it away.
Okay, that's a thing.
Under pressure.
Oh, there, now.
Great job getting
You got
it.
him again. You sacked him 3 times in the last, like, 5 plays.
Make
Yep.
2 or 3 plays like that in just about every game.
Pressure, heaving it over the middle.
Yeah!
Oh,
Pass under control.
And that's why we play the deep zone over the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know how Danny Jones ended up from that. I think probably because of what I audibled out of, which was this.
yeah, probably. That's probably how that happened. He was probably playing the linebacker position there for whatever that is, right?
That's right, yeah.
And this is the 10th play of this drive. Backing off.
But it was good you had him there because he's actually faster than any of your linebackers.
Gets the pass off.
Oh, yeah!
Always knows where to be.
You got 3 interceptions in this game, too.
Yeah, that was Thomas. I guess they got fed up of getting picked on by that tight end, eh?
Yeah.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception.
Well, I guess we're in pretty much run the ball 3 times and punt now kind of situation.
Hart.
It doesn't much matter if we make first downs now or not.
Just over a minute still still
Yeah,
to go.
this next play will be the last play of the game. I think.
Well, unless they call
The
a timeout or
visiting
something,
team.
yeah.
Come out in a nickel package. Looks
I mean,
like
maybe
he's
you might
going
have to
on.
kneel, I don't know.
Well,
No, I don't think so.
no.
I think this will be the last play of the game.
No, I can run another 20 seconds off the clock here yet.
Yep.
And then if they don't call a timeout, I can just let the clock run out.
Oakland calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, I think it's pretty clear they're not going to make a comeback here.
Look, it's like a tight victory formation. Except you hand it to Parkman instead of kneeling.
Yeah.
Number 51 makes the stop at the 45.
Got 6 yards.
Yeah, and then he runs over somebody and jumps over somebody else and makes 6 yards.
Yeah. Well, that was the last play of the game. You're right. That was the last play of the game. So we pounded these guys, right?
Yep.
After a defensive battle, I think what was the score last week? 17-3.
Oh, I don't know. It was
I think
low.
it was 17-3, and one of the touchdowns we got was set up by your defense, actually. So there you go. There, I have a new plan,
The final
Well,
score
it's working.
is Kansas City,
I'd stick to it. It's
and that
working.
is put the big guys on the field. And, just let 'em go.
Yep.
Saying goodbye.
It's a good plan. I like it. I use it myself.
Well, especially because my wide receivers have been dropping passes so badly the last 4 games, right?
Well, throw less
It's been
passes and you get less
crazy.
drops.
So yeah, you throw less passes, you get less drop passes. And it also doesn't put you in an awkward position where you have to start defending from our own 25-yard line or something too. You know, when you can start playing defense with 65 yards to go to the goal line, well, that really helps.
Yeah, well, it also makes it easier to hold them to field goals and stuff, too.
That being said, we did manage to get, 87 yards on the ground against these guys.
In spite of them stacking the line.
In spite of them stacking the line and that kind of stuff. Although it was still a run-by-committee kind of a situation, I think.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But you didn't even allow them across the 20-yard line.
Didn't I?
No, they had 0 offensive red zone attempts. It was like you put up
Wow.
a sign at the 20-yard line that said, no trespassing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you did pretty good when they only managed to get 2 field goals, and they were both like longish field goals too.
Yep.
So Kraus completes 2 of 3 for 11 yards and a touchdown in relief of
Yeah,
Bo Jenkins.
I'm just glad Bo Jenkins wasn't severely hurt there.
Yeah, me too. I'm very relieved. Because I don't know that we would have been able to do very well with the last time we had to play Kraus for, I think, 6 games in a row. We went 3-3.
Yeah, that was in the alternate Crusaders franchise.
Yeah, and I was playing offense on that one too. But if I've been struggling lately, even with Jenkins as our starting quarterback, well, boy, oh boy, if I had to play with Kraus, I think we'd be in dire straits. So anyway, here we go. No touchdown for Parkman today. So anyway, we managed respectable rushing averages, even though, nobody got a lot of yardage. And Rhodes did not drop a pass today. Look at that. Got 9 passes and didn't drop 1. That being said, I still had 8 drop passes. But Michael Jenkins, still, right? With his 2 catches in this game, and he's not yet dropped a pass this season. So, there we go.
Well, it looks like everybody got a couple of tackles.
I think Travis Wade is a good candidate for player of the game there, right?
He got a sack, he got 2 interceptions,
Yeah.
right? He got a tackle for a loss, he got 7 tackles.
He was
Wow.
definitely an influential player on defense today.
Got 5 sacks that game. I got 2 sacks.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, one of those wasn't when I was controlling Robo, though.
No, actually, you ended up eating up Robles' block, actually. And
That's right, yeah.
That allowed him to get around and get in there.
Yeah, that was when we were playing in the nickel wide, and Zach Mack got a sack because he actually got to take the field.
Yep.
Anthony Thomas gets the interception. Danny Jones with the pass deflections, and Travis Wade out there with the pass deflections. See, it's always a linebacker who's like the leading pass defender on the team.
Well, he had his hands on the ball like quite a bit in this game, though, right?
Yeah, if only he went to the gym and did like that hand training so that he could like close them, right?
Well, he got 2 interceptions in one game. He's going to be catching up to Danny Jones here pretty soon. I think he might have 4 interceptions now.
Defensive back of the year, Travis Wade.
Yeah.
And then kicking went good.
Yeah, well, I missed that one, but
Yeah, it's whatever. Punting, I mean, it is what it is.
I only punted once.
Yeah.
And that was like a hair away from being like pinning them at the 1. Wow.
All right, so Blaine Rose, superstar quarterback, had a rating of 27.1 with 3 interceptions.
Yep, he completed 50% of his passes.
Well, they always complete a fair amount of passes because they're always forcing them in, right?
Yeah. That being said, though, I think they made a little, well, okay. It seemed like they were making a bit of an effort to run for a while there, but I think once the deficit got bigger, they kind of abandoned it, right?
Yeah, they eventually gave up.
In the first half, though, I think most of these carries were in the first half.
I think so, too.
And, yeah, he had some decent yardage when he did get the ball. He just didn't get the ball enough.
Well, he is like a superstar running back, right?
Yeah. And you managed to hold him to only 3 catches, even though, he was not nearly the headache that he was the first game that we played. They only had 1 drop pass. Right?
I think that might have been the one where it hit the guy in the feet.
Yeah. I don't know. Did they count that as a drop?
I don't know. I can't remember what other pass was dropped, so.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it was a well-played game. I think that was the best game that we've had this season between the 2 of us.
Yeah, well, especially given that it was up against an all-Madden team to boot.
Yeah. Well, let's see who the player of the game was. Travis Wade. Did I call it or what?
You called it.
With 7 tackles, a sack, and 2 interceptions.
Well, we'll have to see what comes of Travis Wade. He's a good player. I'm happy with him. I'm happy with his performance.
Oh, yeah. He'll be there next season. Anyway, we're going to have to celebrate now.
Well, I'm Rec B5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.